Gregg Araki's Nowhere, released in 1997, stands as perhaps the most visually ambitious entry in his teen apocalypse trilogy. Presenting a hyper-real dreamscape of 90s Los Angeles youth culture through its bold aesthetic choices in costume, hairstyling and cinematography. The film creates a universe that exists somewhere between reality and fantasy, using fashion and visual elements to emphasize its themes of alienation, sexuality and impending doom. Araki himself has stated that he was influenced by David Lynch along with Melrose Place and Beverly Hills 90210. The movie is also noted for having many stars before they became famous. The wardrobe in Nowhere functions as an essential narrative tool, with each character's clothing serving as an immediate signifier of their role in the story. Dark, played by James Duvall, often appears in simple t-shirts and jeans, but with subtle punk elements that mark him as both an outsider and an observer of the more outlandishly dressed characters around him. Meanwhile, Mel, played by Rachel True, sports vibrant, candy-coloured outfits that reflect the film's psychedelic undertones and her character's more experimental nature. The costume design draws heavily from mid-90s punk and club culture while pushing it to surreal extremes. Characters have brightly coloured hair, wear contact lenses, and they wear clothing that seems to exist in a heightened version of contemporary fashion. This approach creates a world that feels both familiar and alien, mirroring the film's larger themes of disconnect and disorientation. The hairstyling in Nowhere serves as a particularly striking element of visual expression. The film features an array of unnatural hair colours and extreme styles that seem to mock conventional beauty standards, while creating a kind of tribal identification system among the characters. There's bright blues and pinks and greens and platinum blondes, asymmetrical cuts and spikes. This approach to hairstyling reflects both the film's rejection of naturalism and its commentary on youth culture's desires to stand out while simultaneously belonging to a group. The characters' hair becomes a form of rebellion against both their parents' generation and the mainstream culture of their own time. Araki's approach in Nowhere is characterised by saturated colours and dramatic lighting that creates a music video atmosphere. The film's palette ranges from acid-bright daylight scenes to neon-lit nighttime scenes. This heightened visual style complements the extreme fashion choices and helps create a cohesive aesthetic universe. The cinematography frequently employs extreme close-ups, creating a sense of disorientation that mirrors the characters' psychological states. These technical choices work with the costume and hair design to create a complete visual package that emphasises the film's themes of teenage alienation and apocalyptic anxiety. The film's visual style bears a strong resemblance to contemporary music video aesthetics, particularly those associated with alternative rock from the 90s. This influence can be seen in the quick cutting, the use of unusual angles, and the way fashion is presented as a form of performance. The characters often appear as if they are starring in a music video, with clothing and hair that seems designed for maximum visual impact rather than practical wear. The distinctive visual style of Nowhere has had a lasting influence on fashion and film. Its blend of punk, club kids, and high fashion elements created a unique aesthetic that continues to inspire. The film's approach to costume and hair in particular has influenced how youth culture and alternative fashions are represented in media, helping to establish a visual language for depicting subculture styles on screen. The film's visual choices perfectly capture a specific moment in the 90s alternative culture while pushing it to a surreal extreme. The fashion and visual elements work well together to create a heightened reality that serves the film's larger themes about youth, alienation and the end of the world, making Nowhere a significant work of visual storytelling in independent cinema.